Honestly, I don't know what to think of myself. My wife suggested threesome. I was shocked. We've been married for a year and 6 months. I thought it was a dream. I really love her, and I just didn't want to lose her or get through marriage crisis. I was broken when she said the third partner will be a man. I had to accept, and when this guy came and we about having sex, when I saw his dick, I was more broken. Mine looked like the premature to his. I had to leave, and my wife still fucked him. I found out that was her ex. I ended the marriage. I'm getting myself together. In pain, I know I will heal.
My brother, you were a zombie, a fulefu. You were a zombie, so you took your time to confess how much of an idiot you are on the TL. See what they're sending my boy Salako. Even the whole convention, he just I couldn't even I can't imagine it. It traumatized me. We have a masculine problem in Nigeria. A lot of the men in Nigeria are effeminate men. As I'm speaking to you, we have lost masculinity, the true essence of masculinity. That is why you're seeing more of this promiscuity in society. I told my brother the other day that if one gender goes bad, the other gender will be affected. God made men the leaders of the home and society. And when men abandon their roles and duties and masculinity, if they're not being properly taught by their fathers, the women will be affected. The reason why we're having this large number of whores on the road, prostitution, degeneracy, women sleeping around, having higher body counts than what I can imagine at a very young age, because a lot of the men are what feminine men. A lot of the men are marrying prostitutes and keeping in their house. A lot of the men, like this idiots here, are allowing their wives to bring another man to fuck them in their home. A lot of the men have this cockhold fantasy. This fantasy of watching another man sleep with their wives. That's just the reality. That is the only way. That is the only reason why you're seeing you're seeing the rate of promiscuity increase. You men are the same men marrying prostitutes, ex-whores, ashawo. You people will leave the good girls so. You're saying this woman is a good girl, dressed decent, is a virgin, don't sleep around. You will leave them. You go to club and go pick a prostitute because she has big nyash. You marry her and keep your house, and then one day you come home and find out that all four of her kids don't belong to you, or she's sleeping with another man in the house, and you're surprised. It is you men. The men are responsible for the rate of promiscuity in society. The men pay for promiscuity. The men are the ones patronizing prostitutes. The men are the ones, funding prostitution, and the men are the ones marrying prostitutes, thereby encouraging that. Do you know the funny? You people the men are responsible. If every man say, you know what, I will not patronize prostitutes again. I will never use my money to spend on hookup. I will not pick up a hookup girl. I will not date a hookup girl. Prostitution in 5 years will die. That you will not see any woman on the streets. Because where there is no demand, there is no supply. The men are the one demanding for it. That's why the supply will continue. If every man say, you know what, I will not marry someone that have not kept their virginity. I will not marry a woman that is not a virgin. I can promise you for a fact, in 10 years' time, you will see more virgins in society. The reason why these women are going to do BBL, plastic surgery, and the rest of them, because these what you men are showing out there that you want. People are obsessed with big nyash, and the women know people are obsessed with it, and they are going as far as spending 10 million and even dying in the theater to get that big nyash. So it is the male gender that affects the female gender. If every man, I'm speaking, this is the reality. If every man say, no, what, I will not marry prostitutes. I will not marry a woman that has more than 3 exes. I will not marry a woman that is not a virgin. I can promise you, sanity will be restored in society. Sanity will be restored. But it's men like this, weak men, effeminate men who do not even know what the essence of masculinity is, to not taint himself with a promiscuous woman. Men who don't have the spirit of the living God in them. Men who don't have the fire of God in them. Men who don't even have God leading their lives. Because God will never, as I'm speaking to you, God will never allow you as a man, as a son, to go out and marry a whore. You marry a whore out of your own lust. God will never advise any of his children to marry a prostitute or a whore or someone who has a bad sexual life. You people go ahead to marry without getting instructions from God. You don't vet the woman you want to marry. All you care about is whether she's fine, pretty, or have a big nash, and then you want to marry her. And inside that marriage, you guys now see shaggy. Could you imagine what this man is writing on the TL? In your own marital home, you brought another man to fuck your wife. You allowed her to bring another man. Idiot. No masculinity again.